I hope traders and investors alike were green on Friday. I have to start by saying everything that we talk about here is for educational purposes only, and you must consult a financial advisor before taking any real trades or putting any real assets into the market. Um, so we do have a big week coming up thanks to Big Daddy Powell on Wednesday. Just to throw this out there, between 11:30 and 1, we do have some bond market auctions happening, and looks like Tuesday again at 11 and 1 we have another bond auction happening. We also have CPI at 8:30 on Wednesday morning. On Tuesday morning. On Wednesday morning we do have PPI finals at 10 a.m. Have a petroleum report at 10:30, but 2 and 2:30 we have the FOMC announcement, and then we have the press conference at 2:30. And of course, as always, they will be live into the trading room, and we'll be trading those live. And as always, if you've never traded one before, please watch the price action and the strikes before you take any trades on this one, please. Thursday, jobless claims coming in, retail sales. We also have some auctions happening again at 11 and 11:30 in the bond market, so we will be paying attention to those times. And on Friday, we do have the PMI composite flash at 9:45. Earnings this week, earnings are slowing down. We do have Adobe, Oracle, Cost reporting this week. Don't really see any other names that are that interesting lives in there. So it's the end of earnings. Things are slowing down, so that's not a surprise. But Big Daddy Powell is enough to keep us interested this week. All right, so we're going to start with a little different charts this week. We're going to take a look at the bullish percent index, and this is a breadth indicator. It's a very contrarian indicator. This actually shows the buy signals on the point and figure charts. We don't normally watch, and I know there's not a large section of the market that watches your point figure charts, but this is not the first time we've talked about the bullish percent index charts. If you're new to the channel, you may have not seen us mention these before, but there's one thing that contrarian traders do look for is when we get around this 70%, they're actually looking for a reversal. Just want to point that out. You can see we touched 70 there, and this is the bullish percent index for the NASDAQ. You can see we took it out there before pulling back. Now we touched it there. So, and you can see this is for the S&P 500. I do have one for the Dow, but I did not include it. All right, so you can see once again here at the S&P 500, we're maxed out here at the 70. You can see here we took this out and pushed higher before coming back, and we can see the S&P 500 below, and we can see the price action on that, how it acted versus the bullish percent index. Looks very, very similar. We did get this close above, and we're going to look at some more charts now. Please understand, everything that I talk about here, I will come into the market on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, and on Friday. Every single day I will come into this market with no bias on any direction. So no matter what I say here, I will enter this market every single day with a fresh, clean start and a fresh, clean train of thought. So no, I know we like to look at things. We love to know where things are going, but there's no certainty in that. And I do approach every single day because of the way that I trade. I need to be able to take advantage of these opportunities when they present themselves, which means I can't have a bias of direction at all. So this is our put to call ratio at 89, trying to work our way back down into the bullish zone. The NASDAQ oscillators, 149 Friday, plenty of room to move there. 105 on the New York Stock Exchange, so plenty of room to move. We are a little heated. Anything over 100, we prefer to be under that, but we have plenty of room to move. We can go up to 200, 300 if it really wants to. Looking pretty good there. The S&P 500 weekly, once again, a close above. And if I did not take time to add this line in here, but we did second week in a row that we have closed above that level. This market does want to go higher. This range high is in sight now. The breadth, we did close positive on Friday at 401. Once again, this moving average is not reacting, still showing that bearish divergence. Now, we have not pulled with the bearish divergence, but the divergence, when it comes to divergences, we can trade sideways, and those divergences can work themselves out and go higher. Chart's never been wrong, and I personally don't think it's been wrong here. We have definitely been struggling. The market's been going higher, definitely been struggling. We've been calling goosenecks and everything into this market as well, so we're not really surprised to see it go higher. The S&P 500 equal weight. This is an H buy pattern. You can see, lowercase h. Turn it upside down. You got your stem going in, then you got your little rounded bottom there. H buy pattern. We're looking for a close above for a move higher. That's a good sign. Definitely keeping a close eye on the bands and the MACD there as well. I've been definitely seeing improvements into the sectors that we have been watching. So you can see the little small inverted head and shoulders, upward slope inverted head and shoulders here on the US dollar. This 9 is turning up. We're holding the 9 nicely above this level right here. We are looking to go higher in the dollar. That could apply some pressure onto the markets. Now, I'll save this pattern. I did not draw this out because I wanted everybody to see the pattern before I drew it out. Sometimes that helps, and helps you guys to be able to identify them. So we got this little shoulder, and I know some people think that, they have to be this even perfect, and that's just not true. Their up sloping head and shoulders work very well. This 9 is turning up. We above that trend line, I personally want to see a close above this candle line right here. So if we were to take a trend line here, put a little trend line, I personally want, and you can see if we clear the neckline, we clear that area. If we get a confirmation of close above there, I want to see going to be looking for some upside to dollar. We can definitely see the MACD change in character. Now that can apply some pressure to the market as well. So that's not actually a good sign to see the dollar wanting to change for a reversal there. The VIX, lower close on Friday. It's exactly what we want to see. Let it come on in. Crude. Crude breaking down last week. We did close on this little morning star down here. It's not perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. I like to see the right hand candle to be the strongest, but that absolutely does not have to be a fact right now. Looking for a bear flag type move until we get back above that 9. As long as I'm below that 9, looking for a push up to the 9 or a push up to retest the breakout area. No issues with that. That's what I'm looking for here, but not looking to be all super bullish on crude until we break that 9. We could definitely, and even a 20. We could definitely bounce off the 9 and 20 and break lower just like we did right there. You can see the MACD opening up, or the moving average is opening up. The MACD is flattening out, seeing a character change there off of that morning star. So close eye on crude this week. Apple, what a strong move. This one I want to say target hit, range high. We're looking to clear this range high to go higher. Got a great looking gooseneck there, and our moving averages could see that pull back and go higher before going higher. If we take out, and this is the level to watch. Watching this previous high right here, this previous range high, we take that out. We are definitely looking for a move higher. And Apple intraday, you can see nice move on Friday, nice decent move on Thursday. Then we just chop sideways. Gold coming back in. We lost a 9. As long as we're holding this 20, I'm not going to be super bearish yet, but we're losing our MACD here. RSI is not a big deal to me. I don't normally really even pay any attention to RSI, but you can see it's cooling off as well. Below this 20, I would start looking for a move down, maybe back down to this range low. I would watch this range high here for support. So if we were to take a line, go right here like this, go like this, put that right there. You can see the 20s telling you that there is support there right now. It's exactly why we respect our moving averages, because a lot of times you just, not trying to be lazy, but I don't draw every single line. Just respect my moving averages. My moving averages need to be respected. They all do. And you can see right here that working as support. Below that 20 would look for a move down to this range low on crude. See where it opens up tomorrow. This chart tells us the percentage of the stocks in the New York Stock Exchange and the S&P 500 that are above their 200-day and their 50-day. The 200-day is red, the 50 days are yellow gold. So the stocks above their, within the New York Stock Exchange that are above their 200-day is 61%. That's great for overall market health. And the stocks that are above their 50-day in the New York Stock Exchange are 77%. The S&P 500 above their 200-day is 66%, even healthier. And then above their 50-day is 83%. Definitely showing some strength there. The advanced decline lines all turned up on Friday. Definitely seeing improvement on small caps and the mid caps, which is what we're really looking for. The problem is a lot of those don't really start to turn on like people expect until the new year, and that's what gets a lot of people jammed up. Airbnb, we've been watching travel and leisure. We do have this little downward sloping inverted cup and handle breakout. This gap got filled and we're going higher just as expected. This range high up here is the target. Now, one thing about targets that people like to lose focus on sometimes doesn't mean we're going to take a straight road to the target. You can see that downtrend there also has been taken out, so we're going to take that line down. Just wanted to show that, and we're going to go and put a line up here. So this range high is the target number 2. This range high right here is target number 1. So we're looking for a move up into that area. Now, it does not mean it's got to go straight up there. It may want to pull back in and flag. That's one thing people lose track on in targets. You know, we set the targets and we overthink those targets. Sometimes, like I'd like to say that sometimes price can take the back road to get to the target, and there can be a lot of opportunities within that back road ride on the way to that target instead of just holding, you know, intentionally and just waiting to get to the target. A lot of times you can take more trades and make a lot more money in the long run. So Aflac, probably getting ready to take this one off just because we've been watching it for a while, been able to get this nice move up. We are definitely contracting up here. You can see the sellers have definitely been stepping in to hold this one down. The buyers struggling, so there is something coming. It's pretty tight, you know, price is getting a pretty tight contraction area here. I'll clear this volume profile. Might be able to see a nice pop on that one. AMD intraday on Friday, you can see the push up, the big move down, then we traded flat. And Amazon's definitely on our radar. This one's not ready yet. Looking for it to clear that level for a move higher or close above. We're looking for a move higher. Watching the bands and the MACD very closely on this one. Very, very closely. ARK, a little flag play here, worked great on Friday. I should have put this one on the watch list on Friday as well, and I did not. We did get to close above on this one, so right now we are bullish on ARK. Now that the RSI, and I talk about this, that RSI is exactly where I love to see it turning up, good volume coming in. Sure, it can cool off now, but it does not mean it, you know, it could go another day or two before going higher. So my target would be this range high up here. After clearing that, we'd look to go higher, but we're only trading up to the target, and then we wait for a new setup at the target. So watching that range high, let me go back here. So we don't have a lot of room to move, barely $1 there. So target's not that far ahead. There's still some money to be made, especially if it gaps down and comes back up a little bit. There's still some money to make money there, but we're watching that target and want to see how it acts at the target. And like I say, there's still some money left to be made there. ARM, strong close on Friday. Breaking out this contraction pattern, very, very tight range here. Price is exactly what we want to see. You can see the goose head here. You can see the goose head in the MACD opening up, RSI heating up. Not that we're big on watching RSI, but RSI is heating up. Close up above this volume profile bar. Right now that the IP opening range, I would draw a box from that candle body to the top of that wick. Right now, that is the target. Want to see that area get cleared for a move higher. A very nice inverted head and shoulders breakout here, and we talked about it. Apparently, I didn't know this until I seen somebody post it, but there is an IPO pattern that this is supposed to be a special IPO pattern. So you could actually look into that too to learn to spot these, but I clearly see a little small downward sloping inverted head and shoulders that we broke out of, turning into a contraction pattern and wants to go higher. Let's go to the next chart. Avgo did report earnings last week. Was mixed. Did bounce back off that weekly 9. Kind of what we were looking for, right? Looking for a bounce off that weekly 9. Push back up. We closed back above this trend line. Bullish above your daily 20. MACD changing character. Nice looking chart. Really is. I know big pull there, but I think it's getting ready to recover and go higher. AMD, very strong move on Friday. Flirting with that high up there. Trying to hold it. We did close back above this level. You can see the volume profile in there, but nice breakout. Definitely expecting more upside on this one. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. AMD weekly, you can see we are at the target here on the weekly chart. Target showing that we did push up and hit that range high. So now we do have to clear this range high to go higher. So if we can clear, get a close over that, we're looking to go back and hit the previous range high. and then all-time highs. Amazon intraday, nice push up there. Amazon, this is the daily. You can see this very shoulder head, very small shoulder over here. Chart's bullish. I'm not even going to call that inverted head and shoulders, but pointing that out. Nice close above. Definitely got a pattern there. You can see a nice cup, small handle there. Either way you see this chart wants to go higher. Target up here. Want to see this 9 get closer. Want to take out, I'd like to see this candle move up above the highest point on the daily. Looking for a move up into that previous range high. You do got some more volume up there in that volume profile. And you can see that. Don't really need the volume profile on these charts to tell you where it's at. I mean, you can see this contraction. You can see that tight price action trading in that area. So you should automatically start to recognize that there's heavier volume in areas like that. Apple, once again, we actually closed above. Target hit here, slight close above the previous candle line. We did not take out the previous range high yet. All right, strong candle here on Boeing. So we talked about this one. This one had some news come into it, pull right back to that 9, and actually talked about this. Was brought to my attention in the Discord. We did come up and hit the target the day before, and like I say, I want to see a close above. And this actually took out 2 different targets that I put on it Friday and closed above both of them. Just been a monster. I know the reason why Boeing can be such a hard stock to trade because there's so many moving parts. There's so many people in the supply chain. There's so many things with the government that can go wrong, and the world. Issues with the world, they deal with governments, all these airlines. There's so many moving parts that keeps Boeing working, and so many little things go wrong. That's what makes Boeing such a hard trader, but such a great move. If you would have took this on this breakout here, you could be 40 bucks in the money right now. BBBY flagging back into the 9. Not that I would expect anybody to hold or recommend anybody to hold anything 40 bucks into the money. As you move into the money, you should be rolling back out for risk management. My Discord knows I talk about that all the time. Just don't have the time to cover that here. All right, BIG, H-buy pattern here. We're looking for a move higher. Let's go back. BBBY flagging to that 9, trying to hold that 9 and 200. 2 retailers. Retailers are holding in great. I would say if we can get a move higher, you can see this area needs to be cleared. That's why we need that close above. You can see a nice pocket up here with the value profile. If we can get a move above, we should be able to get a move up to that daily 200 if we can clear that area. BRKB. I actually like this chart. Now I'm not saying this thing is the Bible dip here. I think it's time to be very aware of what's happening. I think a possible move up to that 9, depending on where we open tomorrow. So right now, I'm not looking for anything more to the upside than a push up to that 9. Then I need to see how it acts at the 9. But I see an inverted head and shoulders here. Me knowing how an inverted head and shoulders trade this thing, breaking out, coming back in, testing around the shoulder area. This so far we've not come quite that far down. Got a small hammer candle, not really textbook, and then this long-legged doji here. Definitely some signals. This may want some upside. This MACD is bearish. I would not expect anything more than a bear flag until we break that 9, but it does feel like it could go higher. And like I say, just knowing how patterns trade, I can see possible upside on that, just the way that's acting. But the 9 has crossed. I would have to see some real upside. Take that 9 back before I would to go long. Watch your trend line going back up on that neckline. All right, Bitcoin, wow. I mean, just flagging here, just wow, right? Huge move. This is a contraction pattern. Right now, you have all these candles trading within that candle range. It makes this a contraction pattern. So what are we expecting here? Contraction, expansion, trend. Looking to see if we can get this thing to expand out and then start trending again. Keep it moving. We're getting deep here in time. All right, this is Cracker Barrel. This was a request. You can see this little downtrend through here. So let's get some lines on here. Right now it's looking like a broadening wedge. Seeing play over the weekend, I did look at a few charts. I haven't been able to look at as many as I would like, but I did look at some charts. And one of the charts I looked at was play. I never thought about restaurants coming into the holidays. It's just never. But seeing this chart, I see there may be some improvement happening here. You see this little broadening wedge. Remember, all right, let's get that back off the chart. Let's lock this in real quick. Remember, we can take trades within trading ranges. We're not trying to trade outside of the trading range until we break the trading range. The top of your trading range is your targets. You can take trades within your trading range. Good money can be made within inside of a trading range, but we're not trying to guess a breakout of the trading range until we get the breakout. Guys, in and out, keep it moving. Less stress on you if you're sitting. If you don't have to sit in stocks wondering whether it's going to move, it's going to make this job less stressful. I've said this so many times. Trading needs to be joyful. If things are, making you so you don't enjoy trading, things are making you super uncomfortable while you're trading, you don't have to do those. We move in and out of stocks quickly. That way we spend less time involved into the market, which means less risk. We're actually making more money doing that because of the assets that we trade and the way that we trade them. So Cracker Barrel does look good here. We did close below the 9. I need to see it get back above that 9. Right now it's trading in between the 9 and 20. That is a big fat no trade zone. Clear that down to the downside, clear this to the upside. Now this candle did close above. Looks like to me this chart does want to go higher. 9, I want to get back above the 9. 9 still turned up. These Bollinger Bands are coming in. I would expect a move soon. I'm just not sure if it's ready yet. Like I say, trades within that trading range are definitely there to be had. CCJ chart, this is a nice looking chart. One of our members pointed this out. We did break below this 920, trying to reclaim that 9. We reclaimed that 9. We're looking for a pop back up to the range high. After that, we got to see what we get after the range high, whether we'll go higher or not. Nice fat volume profile bar. It needs to take back out if it's going to go higher. Carnival, CCL. I recommend to buy this one, the July. I don't know what they are right now, but they were $64 when I talked about this stock. And for the 14s for January 19th. I don't know what they are now, but they would be $4 in the money, just saying. We'll keep it moving. CENX, nice close back above that 9. This chart does look like it wants some upside here. This MACD screaming no. Price action looks decent here. Got a MACD or goose head in our moving averages. Nice inverted head and shoulders break here. Wants to go higher. Strong pullback just to go higher. Looks very familiar to me. I think this chart's got more upside. We got to clear that 200 on the way up. Go back really quickly. Watch this volume up here. And if we go look at this cup on coin has just been an absolute beast. Just an absolute beast. I posted this chart on this breakout as the candle hadn't even closed yet when we originally posted this chart, shared in a few different groups. Inverted head and shoulders, like I say, when it comes to what this stock's actually worth, what they earnings per share, what they make, I don't know where it's going. People can put all kinds of targets on it just like that. I'm not going to do that. This chart looks like it wants to go up. I've already said we're coming into at least that range. Want to clear this range high to go higher, but the stock's coming back strong. Doesn't mean it's going there tomorrow. And please, don't just start loading up tomorrow. Close above, short-term trades only here. You want to wait for a pullback. This chart looks great. Once again, I pointed this out. Look at this RSI. How many people look at this stuff and you want to go short? I love to see this. Super strong, super strong. Let's go to the next chart. Cost, great looking chart here. Friday was not, we did have a high close candle, but we did not close higher. That could be a signal that it's getting a little exhaustion. Could be some price exhaustion. This may want to flag back into the 9. If it comes back into that 9, I would quickly be a buyer. All right, Carvana, added this one this week. I like this chart. I'm not a fan, but you can see heavy volume profile from this area here where we traded in this area. We get that close above, looks like a little, doesn't have the stem, so it's not an HY pattern. A little island top here. See if we can get a close above this island top and go higher. Gap below us if it wants to fill it. Watching that 9 coming up. That chart looks great. Keep an eye on Carvana this week. XLC, the communication sector, Google, Meta are big parts of this. All our internet stocks belong in here. Strong close above on Friday. Very strong move higher. I think we can get back up to at least that range high. We want to clear that to see where we can go from there. XLP, consumer staple sector, lost a 9 on Friday, held the 20 for support. Keeping a close eye on that one. Delta Airlines, we were bullish, we've been bullish on airlines. This one's had a nice move the last few days as well. A little slow, but the trades are working if you're trading that well, if you're trading that style, I should say. Disney, nice close back above. Chart looks familiar, losing that 9, reclaiming the 20, going higher, range high, target up there. Want to see that MACD changing character. Love to see those Bollinger Bands open up. All right, DraftKings.
I like DraftKings. It's breaking down here. We did see a little piercing line candle on Friday. Candle gap down, closed back above, covered over 67%, covered over 50%. I like to see 67%, 2/3 of the candle. Got that. Can we go higher? Still need to clear this candle, bullish above this Thursday's candle close. Got to take out that red candle, bullish above that area. DULO still trading in this very tight contraction area here. ExxonMobil, nice move down. Last week did see a little bit of bullish action, bullish Rami on Friday. Bullish Rami, the number one reversal signal that we're seeing right now. Harami, not just bullish. Harami, period. The number one reversal signal that we see in trend catalyst trading. FNV, decent chart here. Possible. All right. So it's the weekly chart. I actually didn't mean to add this video. I did find this chart. I tried not to add this chart because I did find this chart, but we did cover this chart. I do like this move on Friday. If you go into the daily, there are, this not a hammer candle, didn't cover 2/3. It's almost 50-50 candle, but we can definitely see the buyers coming back up for it. We may be looking for a 9 to move back up to that daily 9. I'm not expecting a move past that daily 9 until we clear that daily 9. Touching that daily 9, I'm looking for a bear flag until it clears it. All right, GMEs. This is not a bad looking chart neither. This chart kind of looks like it's trying to get fired up here. Not going to spend a lot of time on it. That gap below has been filled. We gapped down, filled that. A bullish up above this area. 9's coming up. We can clear that highest candle range there. I'll be bullish on GME. Google, been one of the lagging tech charts out of some of the charts we watched, but nice recovery here Thursday. Gap down on Friday, trying to push higher. Got to clear that resistance level that's highlighted on that chart. Google intraday pretty tight on Friday. Chop chop. HRB, just 18-hour block. Bullish on this going into tax season. Seasonal. Intel, I still love it. Yeah, I just love the smack talk, and I definitely like AMD. I prefer to trade AMD over Intel, and I'm not a big AMD fan when it comes to trading it. It's just not a stock that we've always gotten along. We'll just leave that at that. But I just like where Intel come out and said that they were selling snake oil before their basically come out and said that before they had that event last week. I just thought that was funny. Back above the 20. Take that 9 out, looking for a move. Got to clear that range high on the way back up. Got to be back above that 9. Closed above the 20. Not interested in this until that candle gets above that 9. Preferably need confirmation, guys. Every candle pattern, every setup has a confirmation, and we need to be disciplined and patient enough to wait on that confirmation. Crazy move here on IWM. Strong move higher. Big pullback and then going higher. Qs. Bullish on the Qs above that level. We clear that candle line. Bullish on the Qs. Go to the Qs. Intraday. Nice move Friday. Come back. Give a nice reversal. Trade to the downside. Give a nice move higher. So several different opportunities there. Qs on the weekly. Higher close. Target's up here. This target right there. You see that candle? We gapped up on that weekly candle and got smashed back down. That's the target. It's where we want to go. Doesn't mean it's going to go straight there. All right. 200 gapped up. This is Jets. Bearish Harami on Friday. We could be looking below this 200 daily. We could be looking for a move back down to the daily 9. That may want to flag. JP Morgan, strong move here. Looked at Bank of America. I like that chart too. I posted it in the Discord. Posted in a couple of different groups. Macy's, bullish up to this candle line. Bullish when we clear that level. Another one that's been on the radar. That was a nice trade. Worked nicely Friday for anybody who took it. I did not take that trade myself. Mickey D's. So Mickey D's pulling in. We need to see how you act or how it wants to act at that daily 9. MACD's getting tired here, so it may want to pull back to the 20 or something. See how it acts at the 9. It'll tell us. Bands look like they want to pinch in. Meta, strong move here. Strong move. Thursday and Friday, high close. Targets up there. We're looking for a move higher on Meta. Meta intraday move. Strong rip higher. Flagged over. Lost your daily, or I'm sorry, lost a 15-minute 9. Not sure how it handled the 30-minute 9, but going higher. It could have pulled right back to that 30-minute 9 or 30-minute 5 there and going higher. Not sure. Microsoft. Nice cup and hand or cup breakout without the handle. Looks like it wanted to come back and lay on the retest area. Didn't quite come down that far. That's what I was expecting, to be honest, but we did not come down that far, and that's why I don't trade on what I expect. I don't trade on what I think. I trade on what I see. Trade, that intraday chart is where I'm making my money at. Nice move here, bullish back above that daily 9. Below that daily 9, I am not bullish. Too close to it unless it gaps down for another run at it. Decent push there on intraday for Microsoft. Microsoft flagging in here to the weekly chart. So coming, love to see it come into that weekly 9. We'll see what it wants to do. Definitely daily looks like it wants to go higher. Nvidia on the daily closed back above target. All right, so right now my target is just a daily 9 until we clear this 480.24 level. We clear that, or clear the daily 20, I'm sorry, at 480.24. We clear that, looking for a move higher. Bands are tubing. This may not be ready yet. Above that 20, looking for a move back up to at least that range high to go up. Price as memory. Nvidia intraday strong move. You can see the M pattern did not break down. Nvidia weekly, right back to the weekly 9. That's what we wanted to see. We dipped a little below it, but we were still able to hold that. You see where we did gap down to the weekly 9, moved a little below it. We're able to recover. You can see that weekly flag. Draw a line across there. You want to see that took out. Like I say, bullish above the 480 level. NASDAQ, higher close on Friday. Let's go. All aboard. All right, Netflix, big down candle there. 2 inside days, 9 wanting to turn over. I'll keep a close eye on that one. We got, this is the travel leisure, the travel vacation, the leisure ETF that we've been watching. You can see that little very non-textbook inverted head and shoulders, gap up, breakout, push there, clearing levels. You can see your goose head and your MACD. See a goose head moving average and MACD expanding volume coming into that chart. I just, bullish on these guys, but we've got a lot of stuff to push through up there. Path, Target, Morningstar. This was on the radar. One of the Friday trades from the video. Trade worked great. Target still range high up there, above that range high. We're looking for a move higher. Coming into some serious volume profile. Can we confirm the Morningstar and clear that level? All right, PTEN. I don't know what to say here. We're breaking out of this contraction pattern. Very drowning gooses to the downside. We are flagging, expecting a bull flag here right now. It's bull flagging with a sideways, so I like to say bull flagging with a contraction pattern. As of now, anything can change. Does have a little bit of support here. Not a lot. You can see that candle right there. So would watch this whole range, basically where it's at, down to that level. Looks like it's probably, looks like a small zone there. From there, probably up to the bottom of that support zone. See if we can hold that. 9's coming down on it. The volume there has been fairly bearish. Just not super bullish on that chart. A range high up here. Target, Qs monthly. I think we're going back, hit all-time highs. Said that earlier. SPX daily. That doesn't mean that we won't have a pullback before getting there. Please understand that. Just because that's a target doesn't mean we're going straight there. And I'm not putting a date on that target either. I'm not saying we're going there by the end of the year, even though I think we're probably going to hit it. See your RSI here cooled off, heated up, cooled off, heating right back up. Let's go. All right, we want to see that MACD bullish. MACD does look like it wants to cool off, but we got to close above that area. I want to remain above that wick. Shop. So you can draw a little flag type play there, bullish back above this 9 up to that range high. I want to clear that range high to go higher. It's not a bad looking chart. MACD is cooling off there as well. So SMH, the semis trying to flag back into the 9, end up kind of breaking a little bull flag there on that weekly chart. That weekly chart looks great. It's like it wants to go higher. So got our cup there. We were watching that cup pull right back, put in our little handle. And that was the China news coming in. And, it did affect it, but not greatly, going higher. The diamond contracting up here. All those candles trading within that candle right there. Contraction pattern, looking for a close above for a move higher. Money coming into the Dow, according to the CFM. So the spider. So you can see this is the spider weekly. This is the 5. This MACD, the histogram behind the price action is built off the 5, where your histogram on your MACD is built off the 9. You can see strong move higher on both of them. Those look great. Both those histograms look great. MACD changing character. Looks like it wants to go higher. Watching histogram bars this week. We did get to close above 2 weeks in a row. Target up here. We're expecting to hit it. We're expecting all-time highs. That is the target. SPY monthly expecting all-time highs. Closed higher again. Higher closed candle. SPY. Remember last year we did not get a Santa Claus rally. We did not. And for anybody who has not had the opportunity to hear me or has not heard me say this, we will be adding, or we'll make sure we have on order. It's not coming yet, but we do have on order the Traders Almanac, and those will be posted regularly for each and every month into the group, so we do know what the conservative traders are thinking, contrarian traders are thinking. SPY daily close above. Let's go. SPY strong after hours. They were coming forward after hours, wanting to go higher. See where we open up tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised if it gaps down. VIX higher. It's just a Monday thing. Square trying to push higher here. Still got a small gap up there. Looks like definitely need to check that out. That may be filled. I need to do a little more research on that. But that target's been hit. Bullish back above. We get above that level. Watch the gap. Bullish up to that area to your range high. Tesla trying to go higher. Now, we did pick up some stuff last week. This is Taiwan Semi flag break. Was another trade off of the list on Friday. Worked great. Tesla, we did pick up some news last week about Tesla. Somebody's expecting Tesla 42% downside on Tesla. If we see it, that's fine. There's plenty of opportunities there. We're staying open-minded about the stock. XLK closed higher. Great looking goose head. Bands pinching in. Want to see what these bands do. Trying to change the MAC character on the MACD. CFM says money's coming in. XLK monthly. Higher close. We talked about how strong that chart is with a higher high. Tech is just an absolute beast. Nice goose head on that MACD. Tesla daily. We need to clear this level. Looking for a move higher. We want to see a MACD change there as well. I'm sorry, that was Tesla weekly. This is Tesla daily. I'm bullish up to this candle. Want to see a close above. Like I say, that news last week. Not going to let that affect my opinion on Tesla. I am bullish, or not. I'm not bullish. I'm bullish above this level. Watch this downtrend coming into it as well. I'm staying open-minded about the chart, even with that report coming out. Uber raging higher. We were bullish on this. They had being added to the S&P 500. This helps being bullish. Great looking goose head in your moving averages. Great looking goose head in your MACD. We're going higher. Walmart, nice candle closed below. Another trade that was on Friday's list that worked great. XLE breaking lower on Thursday. Bullish Rami on Friday. Keep an eye on energy, see what crude wants to do. XLF looking for a close above for a move higher. XRT, Berkshire should be coming up. All right, looking for XRT, this is your retail ETF target is up here. Still want to see a close above that candle, but this is the target range high. We want to clear that area. Look like an H-buy pattern. Z-scaler bullish above this highest close on this candle. There's Bollinger Band or moving averages still look great on that. Bollinger Bands are trying to pinch in. TLT did go up in Tesla at 200. IWM strong weekly close on IWM. Strong weekly close. Seeing them perk up. Bull flag break. Looking for an H-buy pattern now. So we need a H-buy pattern confirmation. Target's already been hit up there, so now we're looking for an H-buy pattern. We're just looking for a candle to close above that area to go higher. Please remember, small caps are kind of just in a weird area right now where people are expecting more from small caps than what they really are ready to give until the new year coming in. That is a big part of trading. Just what small caps do come into the new year. Hope you find some kind of use out of this, and of course to my crew, as always, I will see you in the trading room. Please remember, trade responsibly. Discipline is the key to success in trading. It's not the market makers, guys. We're responsible for our trades. We have to be responsible in life. We have to be responsible in the market. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. As always, I'm ready for the market to open. New week coming up, and I'll see you in the trading room.